Review 2015 includes two new batch features that automate the process of detecting changes between revised sheets. In this video, we'll talk about batch overlay first and then batch compare documents. Often during the life of a project, team members need to quickly and accurately identify the changes between revisions. Previous versions of Review allow you to overlay single pairings of documents, the previous and new revision, on top of each other in order to identify the changes. Batch Overlay in Review 2015 allows you to do even more. Now you can overlay previous and new revisions, but with multiple files at once. You can assign different colors to multiple pages to give your team members a clear visual representation of the differences between multiple files. Let's see this in action. Let's say that I just received a new set of revised sheets from the design team. I want to run Batch Overlay to quickly see the changes. You're going to find this by going to the File, Batch command, and selecting Overlay Pages. It's a very simple dialog box. You enter your current or original files at the top, and you'll notice you can add individual files, any open files that you have, or an entire folder or folder including subfolders into the mix. I'm just going to select a few files here. My originals, 3 files. Once I've added my current pages, I'm now going to add in my revised pages. Now, you have a few options as to how you want to match the pages. The default is by file name page index. You also have an option for page label, page region, or manual correlation. Because I've already run AutoMark, my file name is actually the same as my page label, so it doesn't matter which one of these I pick. If you didn't have a chance yet to run AutoMark, you could select page region, and then you'd be able to select that region in your title block from this process. You could also choose manual correlation if you'd like to do a manual process. Once I've loaded up my current and revised sheets, I'm going to go ahead and check Match. And it's going to bring up the Overlay Pages dialog box here, and it's going to show me my corresponding matched pages here. This will make it easy to confirm that the matches are correct. At this point, you can also change the default layer color by clicking on the color box located on the upper left and right corners of your dialog box. Red and green do a great job in most situations, but you're welcome to choose whatever colors you prefer. Now that I'm all set, I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and Review will do the heavy lifting for me. It's going to present me with a summary of its results showing me the 3 overlaid pages. If needed, I can also select to create that report, either PDF or CSV, and this will show me links to the pages as well as the overlay document that was created by Review. So for instance, you can see this is my original file. This is my revised file, and this is the overlay document. So it's going to basically show me everything that remained the same is going to be black, and the changes are going to show up in color. You can also open up your Layers tab and turn on and off the layers. So you can see that my original file, everything's going to be showing in red, and then my revised file, everything's going to be showing in green. When I have both layers turned on, we're going to just see the differences between the two. So these are the main changes that happened in that revised sheet. So that's it for Batch Overlay. Let's now turn our attention to Batch Compare documents. So Batch Overlay gave us the ability to overlay a current and previous revision on top of each other, and the changes showed up in this different color. With Batch Comparison, Review will cloud the changes between the two files. Which one should you use, Overlay or Compare? It's generally a matter of personal preference as to which way you prefer to see the changes. We encourage you to try them both. But let's now take a look at Batch Comparison in action. I'm going to close out of these files and start this process again. So it's the same place, File, Batch. In this case, we're going to select Compare Documents. We're going to add in our original files, and then at the bottom we're going to add in our revisions. I'm only adding 3 files here. You could add 100 if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and select match. One thing I did want to point out particular to batch comparison, if you click on the Advanced button, this is going to allow you to control the sensitivity of the comparison process. The results of compare documents are somewhat influenced by the quality of the document you are comparing. You can improve results with poor quality documents, such as scanned files, by adjusting and fine-tuning some of these advanced settings, such as grid size, pixel density, and color sensitivity. You'll notice we do have some presets for the different types of documents you might have, and there's a setting here for scanned documents if you're dealing with that. In this case, I don't need to make any changes to the advanced comparison options. I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. Review's going to compare those documents, shows you that summary report, and if I like, I can go in here and create a PDF report of that with the hyperlinks. So in this case, we have our original file here. We have our revised page here with these changes. And our comparison document that was created is basically showing you all of those changes clouds. So you can see the orange clouds are notating the changes. One advantage that document comparison does have over overlay pages is those differences will show up in the markups list if that's important for your work. That's it for batch overlay and batch compare documents.